What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Insecure review. Sorry it's so late. I didn't want to take notes. I watched it and didn't take notes, and then I was like, I don't want to watch it again because the episode wasn't that like it wasn't that like great. So I was not in a rush to come down here and give you guys the tea. Fix this. I always have to make sure. That's why y'all always see me going like this, because I have to make sure it's straight, because sometimes it'd be like crooked. Anyways, so they're having a beach party. Issa and Molly. Nate is having a Nathan, is that his name? Nathan. He's having a birthday party, a beach party. He's having a beach party. All his friends are there. What's his name? What's the guy's name that always does the videos? I can't think of his name. He's a comedian, and he always makes the videos with the things with the people on the side. He be looking in the videos. He's funny. He was on there. The dark skinned black dude, little chubby dude with the titties. He was on there. He was okay. It was a lot of awkward moments that I was just like, okay. But anyways, Issa, Kelly, and Molly, they're talking about how she hasn't talked to him, and she's like, we texted, but we've been kind of busy. I know he's probably thinking something crazy when I cried in his mouth. I know my tears were salty. I know they are. So in Issa's phone, Crenshaw is talking shit on the internet. She's Issa fraud, Issa this and Issa that, saying all these things about Issa. He's not happy with her. And she said she's not about to argue with somebody who went to Scare Straight for high school. Kelly was like, oh, he went there too. Kelly is a mess. Kelly is a mess. I have a feeling there's going to be something happening with Kelly because of this thing that they keep harping on her not drinking and her being on this spiritual journey. So I'm trying to figure out. We haven't tapped into. We're on the episode 4. We have 4 episodes left, and still haven't tapped into Kelly. We just know she has a podcast where she asks questions. I had salad this morning, sorry. And so Issa, they end up, walking up and meeting up with Nate and all them. And Issa is so awkward. Oh my God, I was like, oh my God, girl. So awkward. And everybody's sitting there like that. And he's sitting there like, okay. And they just had a little small talk or whatever. And then he ends up walking away. He was just like, okay, well, I gotta go. And he ends up walking away. Oh my God, I didn't put nothing on my face. Okay. And so, when she was walking away, why a beach ball hit her right in the head. Bitch, I knew it. I knew that damn beach ball. I knew something was gonna hit her in the head. It's always something at the most awkward moment. It's always something happening. So anyways, they talk about how they thought, Nate was a weird dude, and that was the allure about him. Didn't you like him because he was weird or whatever? And then she's thinking like, maybe I shouldn't have came, right? So they start playing spades, and y'all know how to play spades. They said the cutoff age is 16. Ain't nobody got time to teach you spades, girl. Your grown ass age. We don't have time. We try to play. Issa sees Nate with Risha. They fucking. The way they had it, because he was helped tie her shoe, and wrap her little strings around her leg, and so her leg was like up, like she had like Captain Morgan. So one leg was like kind of up on his leg, and he was tying her shoe, so his face was like right in the middle. His face was like, and she had her hand on his shoulder, and she was going like that. Bitch. And then when Issa thought that she looked at her, she touched Molly real quick, like, girl, wait. Oh, she was like, they fucking. Yeah, oh yeah, they fucking. So that's what happened with them. Then Risha, she sees Issa. Hey, Issa, and she takes off her clothes and she runs down to the beach. And so Issa is thinking that something is going on between Nathan and Risha. So she's like, so are we cool? He was like, nothing's changed. We still friends. He was like, yep, like with an attitude, like, girl, I'm whatever you got going on, I ain't play with you. And so that was it about that, right? So then the nigga shows up with pizza. So Nathan was like, um, I thought you was gonna come with the meat and stuff. I got all this mustard and stuff. He was like, I said I was gonna bring some food. I didn't say what I was gonna. I don't know why he thought the dude was gonna come and barbecue. But anyways, he came with a bunch of Domino's pizzas. And as he was, they were talking, an earthquake hit. So he dropped all the pizzas, and then the lifeguard said, "You guys have to evacuate because there might be a tsunami." Bitch, why Risha say I can't be in another tsunami? Bitch, what tsunami? Bitch, what tsunami were you in, Risha? Shut up. And then Kelly talking about me too. Girl, what? What tsunamis were y'all in? So stupid. He goes, everybody, let's go back to Sharky's. Drinks on me. So everybody, instead of leaving, everybody goes back. Most of the people go back to Sharky's. So they were like, you want to go? And Molly was like, girl, Molly's hot in the pants. I just don't like the hypersexual Molly. Maybe y'all like it. I just don't like it. I know she is Samantha Jones of the group, and any nigga can get it. Like, literally, that's what it seems like. It seems like she's just hot in the pants, and the coochie is just slippery, slipping and sliding all over the place, and she needs somebody to bring their surfboard in there and will ride the wave or something, because I'm so annoyed at how hypersexual, and she's not. I don't even think she's hypersexual. I just think it's just like I don't know. Maybe it's the Virgo in me, but it makes me cringe when someone is just preoccupied with sex. Like, it's just sex, 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 sex. Shut up. I don't get it. Anyway, so she says she wants to go to Sharky's because she don't know, she got two prospects. I forgot their names. I forgot their names. I forgot their names. So on the way there, in the car, Nate is with his friends and they're talking about Issa and Molly. But before that, his cousin calls and he tells his cousin, "Oh, I'm sorry." We didn't know it was his cousin at the time. He just talking to somebody over the phone. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna be at Sharky's. They told us we had to evacuate the beach. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. So, we about to evacuate the beach, and we're gonna be at Sharky's. Meet us up there." So dude in the back seat goes, what if I started talking to your girl's girl? And he was like, that's not my girl. She all over the place, bro. And then he tells them what happened with Issa and when he spent the night over Issa. So his homeboy was like, oh, she friend zoned you. And he was like, the other dude was talking about how he can't wait to give Molly a lineup and do all this other stuff. Just men talking about women. Um, he was like, she started crying, right? And he was like, I wasn't with that, so I left, right? And then he was like, you let her friend zone you. And he was like, well, why was she crying in front of you? Obviously it's something, she sees you like in a different way. Crenshaw is still talking shit online. So they're in the car back in Molly and Issa's car. They're in a ride share. And so they're on their way. And Kelly and Risha are having the craziest conversation off to the side, just about like spirituality and journaling and just connecting that way. And the conversation is hilarious if you listen to it, right? So then Molly and Issa are texting back and forth, and Issa goes, I feel like Nathan is fucking with Risha. And she said, so Molly asked her, she was like, girl, you fucking with Nathan? She was like, girl, that's like my brother. Why you want somebody? He probably fuck good, girl. You want me to hook you up? I could do that. She was like, oh no, I'm good. She was like, okay. So she was like, well, maybe he's just not fucking with me. Just, that's what it is. So back at Sharky's, everybody shows up. They taking shots. And, Nathan walks up to the table with Issa, and she was like, oh, good. She gets the shot. She was like, oh, good. You read my mind. He said, I be trying. Oh my god! Oh my god! When I tell you, I holler when he said that. I be trying to read your mind, girl. I don't know. So she said, so about the other night, sorry I made it weird. Why did you leave me like that? Um, You know, I bet if we had more seasons, that would be a theme in their relationship until Issa got tired of it. Um, because he has this thing with walking away, abandoning people. That seemed to kind of like be a theme with Nate around Issa. And then when his cousin showed up, we, found out, but we figure out why that happened with his cousin, but we'll get into that. So he was like, the taco truck was about to close. And he was like, well, what did you expect me to do? She said, I expected you to be there when I woke up. And he said, I didn't know we had expectations of each other like that. And she said, um, oh, he says, I apologize for kissing you. And she says, well, I shouldn't have asked you to spend the night. And he was like, okay, well, then it's settled. They still not communicating with each other. You could tell that it's something more, and they're just not communicating. That's like the theme, and all of Insecure is the lack of communication. It's just like throughout the whole, no one knows how to communicate effectively. No one is the Kimmy of the group where she's actually understanding what's happening. But you got to remember, I guess they're in their like 30s or something like that. So, I mean, you should learn some effective communication skills by then. I think with every relationship, you learn something different about how to communicate with the next person, how well you have to be a communicator. I mean, that's in all relationships. It doesn't matter, romantic, familial, professional. You have to learn how to communicate, and that's just what it is. So Thomas and Vilma show up. Those are Nathan's cousin and his wife. He shows up, he calls him Prison Bay, and he was like, sorry about the location change. And then, so Vilma, she makes like a little snide comment about Nathan being on the back of a milk carton, somebody going missing, right? So he was like, she was like, how long are you guys gonna be in town? And he was like, oh, we're not from out of town, we're from Lawndale, right around the corner, girl. She was like, I didn't know you lived, I didn't know you had cousins, I didn't know you had people like family and stuff like that. How come I didn't know that, right? And he was like, oh yeah, I lived with him for a minute before I lived with Andrew. I forgot, does he still live with Andrew, or did Andrew just completely leave the scene? Molly fucked that up. Anyway, so they were talking about how they met Chameleonaire or somebody, and how that night Nathan left. He thought he was going to be their road manager. So it did sound like he was manic, right? Because these all crazy ideas. You're going to be who's road manager? So apparently he left, and he abandoned. That's the theme. He abandonment was the theme. So they get a text that Jason Derulo is having a party. That is the most corniest. When I tell you, Jason Derulo is the corniest, one of the most corniest niggas on the in the entertainment industry. He is so corny. Do he still got that little broccoli hairstyle? Oh, he's so corny. I think Jason Derulo is the absolute corniest dude. Ooh. What does he be doing? He be fighting. What is he doing? I don't know what Jason Derulo be doing, but I think he's super duper corny. So Miley is talking to the nigga. He's talking about he got to go home and feed his cat. She talking about he worried about the wrong cat. Girl, ain't nobody. I mean, girl, ain't nobody. I don't know. I don't know why that makes me uncomfortable. Maybe it's something that I need to work on myself, but it does make me uncomfortable that Molly is like, I know that's what her character gives, but I don't know why that makes me uncomfortable. Anyways, so we hear Kelly and Risha over there talking about a dream that Kelly had where she said she ate her mother was a hamster and stuck in a hamster wheel, and she ended up eating her mother. What is that supposed to mean? That my past is within me? What did she say? I was like, this girl is a mess. So Crenshaw is still online talking shit about Molly, and she sends him a text message talking about, this is a weird way of saying thank you for all the exposure. Why did he post it to Twitter? And then her little manager, the girl that she works with, she says, what did you do? And so she's mad about it. So in the back, honey, I don't know why I put this Chinese symbol for good dick, because she was like, what that mean? He was like, this is a Chinese symbol for good dick. Girl, it's a mess. It's a mess. So they couldn't get into Jason Derulo's party. His cousin leaves. His cousin is like, yeah, I'm gonna go, dude. This is too much. When when people keep moving around and moving from place to place, some people are just not with that. They're not really doing the club hopping thing, hopping from here to here, going from here to here. A lot of people ain't into that. So his cousin gets ready to leave, and he starts walking his cousin, and he was like, they bring up, why they separated, and he's like, Velma kicked me out. And he was like, no, I just want to be honest with you. I kicked you out. You would show up without a warning. You would leave. You would leave the door unlocked. I have a family. That ain't me no more. He said. That's what Nate said. And he was like, I'm gonna call you, okay? So he feels bad because his cousin does not know that he is bipolar. And so when he was around his cousin during that time, he was in a manic state. So that's why he was leaving with people, thinking that he was going to be somebody's manager or road manager or whatever the hell he thought. Getting up and leaving all hours of the night, because when you're manic, it's just like you're like flying. It's like you're flying. It's like anything goes. Impulsivity is through the roof, right? Decision making is not the best at the time. So he didn't know that, right? So he says, I need a minute. He got upset. I need a minute. He walks away. Molly ends up meeting him. And he explains to her, I was manic when I lived with them, but I didn't know it at the time. I haven't talked to them since I moved out. I wanted them to see that I got my life together. He was like, but fuck it, I can't change how people see me. And then Molly was like, I understand how you feel, because her situation going on with Ralph Angel, okay? So he was like, but fuck it, right? And so I can't change how you see me either. He starts talking to her. And she was like, oh, the crying wasn't about you. I was caught off guard as well. I was overwhelmed. Last year was a lot. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And then she explains to him, I don't want to just be friends. And he was like, I don't want to just be friends with you either. And then they start kissing. And then there was an aftershock to the earthquake. And he was like, you felt that? So, like, I don't know. I feel like, at the restaurant when they were explaining, they were kind of like ragging on Nathan. Issa kind of took up for him, and so I don't know what that was about. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. See if he does some fuck shit again. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with Molly. Right now, I don't even know what's going on with anybody. Actually, anybody in terms of character development. Maybe y'all can help me. I'm just like, I know that Issa has this thing going on with Nate, and then Molly is trying to get her groove back, and Kelly is just there, and then we didn't see Tiffany this episode. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think of the episode. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.